Upwards growing nails is one of the most challenging nail types. Last time we did nail transformation with these nails and turned upwards growing nails into beautiful almonds, and you guys were asking, I wonder how these nails are going to look after a few weeks. Today I will show you these nails after 5 weeks, and we are going to do feel for this inlay gel design coming up.
Hello guys, this is Anastasia. This is what the original nails looked like when this client came to me for the first time. They were growing upwards, some of them were broken, and also they were extremely outgrown, so it didn't make any sense to fix her natural nails. We just trimmed them and we created beautiful gel nails. This is what they looked like. She came back for a fill after 5 weeks and her nails are still in a great condition. There is no product lifting, there was just a tiny crack on the thumbnail. She said that she enjoyed having these nails and also she liked the design, the transparent gel nails with crushed shell inside. By the way, if you would like to see the original video, the link to it will appear somewhere in the right corner so you can check it out. Since she was happy with her design, we decided to do a quick feel where we would keep the original design. And first I start by pushing back her cuticles with orange wood stick. She also said that she feels very comfortable with this length and shape, so we decided we're not going to make them shorter. I will only need to fix the shape so they're going to look good again. Also, some of her nails, they were growing upwards, and in order to fix that, when I was doing extensions for her last time, I feed the form a little downwards, and this is how I make them look balanced. Even though it's been 4 weeks, the nails are still not looking like they're growing upwards, which means this time we will not need to fix that. But we need to look, maybe on the next or after that feel we will need to do some adjustments. After pushing back the cuticles, I need to do a very important part of the feel, which is filing off the natural nail underneath. It is very important to do it with this client since her nails are growing upwards, and when you see nails that are growing like this, you will notice that it's mostly the free edge. The nail itself is most of the time growing straight. So if we will trim the free edge of the natural nail, we will not have this problem. But even if she had regular nails, I would still do that because most of the time our natural nails, they tend to curve and they're going to lift from the product. And once you have product lifting underneath the nail, it will turn into big bubble lifting and eventually the nails will fall off. Since we do not want that, I file them short so I can avoid this problem. And then I need to file off the top coat. Since we decided to keep the design, I'm not going to file off much product from the top because we want to keep these beautiful shells. But if I was doing a different kind of feel where we're going to completely change the design, I will definitely file it all down all the way to the foundation, to the thin layer, and this is how we can rebuild it and create something different. Then I proceed to the prep and to dry manicure. I'm using flame-shaped diamond bead with red abrasive mark. The speed is around 18,000 rotations per minute. As I was doing dry manicure, I realized that her nails are not growing too fast. As you can see, this outgrown margin, it's not too big for 5 weeks, right? That's very similar to my nails because normally after 5 weeks I have about the same margin. And usually I get comments like, "Whoa, I have that after 1 week or even less." It is completely normal because we all have a different kind of growth of the natural nails, but there's another issue. If you apply the product super close to the cuticles like I normally do, it doesn't matter if it's gel or acrylic or polygel, clear product or the color, I always try to apply it super close, which gives us some extra time, and over time, like after 2 or 3 weeks, they do not look as outgrown. But if you leave a margin right away, obviously after some time it is going to look more outgrown. which is 100% normal, especially if you're just learning. I'm actually telling my students to leave this little margin from the skin because it will be easier for you to apply the product this way. As you will get more experience, you will be able to have less margin. And please don't ever compare your works to someone who's more experienced because it will not get you anywhere. Only compare your works to something that you did in the past. Meanwhile, I am enjoying this cleaning process and kind of meditating as I see this surface of the nail plate getting cleaner. The sidewalls are so clean, so I push up the cuticles, and the last part is trimming the cuticles and the aponicum with manicure scissors. One of the most popular questions in the comment section when I show something like this in my short videos is, how painful is this? She must be in pain. No, this is not supposed to be painful at all because we're dealing with a dead tissue. If it is painful, then there's definitely something wrong. Whether you're cutting through the live tissue or maybe you're just doing it wrong. So this should not feel like any kind of pain at all. Another favorite part of the service when we see these nice clean nails and we're about to apply the product. But first I need to apply dehydrator and non-acid primer. Since this is the fill, not extensions, we only need to apply it on the area where we have natural nail. But if you accidentally apply some on the product, that's totally fine as well. And I also need to apply the base coat. I prefer using gel polish base coats because they are softer and they also provide a great adhesion, even though I'm about to use a hard gel after that. Cure for 30 seconds and proceed to the product application. Since we decided to keep the design, I'm going to use a hollow flakes near the cuticle, so they're going to match the design. By the way, I think it will make it look even better because most of the flakes and glitter that we have on the nails, it's encapsulated, so it's underneath. And now we're going to add some on top. First, I apply some hard gel and I do not cure it, so I can apply the flakes on top. Since I apply a very thin coat and the gel that I'm using is not too runny, I can do it at 4 nails at once. There's no need to do it one by one. In this case, you will simply spend more time while curing. I cured the flakes for 10 seconds. That's enough to make them stay in place. And then we need to build the product. I need to add mostly to the cuticle area and a little bit underneath because we need to reposition the apex. Now it should be closer to the cuticle as the nails got longer, so we need some additional product on top. This kind of application usually takes me around 16 to 20 minutes on 10 nails, and I try to do it in such way so I will not need to file afterwards. But be careful when you're working with a clear gel like this, encapsulating the design in just one take. If you're dealing with very thin or sensitive or damaged nails, this can be a bit painful because clear products tend to have more heat spikes. So if you have a nails like this, I recommend you to use multiple layers instead of one, or a low heat mode if you have one on your lamp, because in this case it's not going to have this full power right away. It will start slowly and then add more and more power until it fully cures. I love doing this printing technique because it's so easy. You just apply the product, you check it from all views, you turn it around if needed, and that's it. Product application is finished, which means the work is almost done. Now we need to take off the sticky residue. Be careful when doing that. Try to avoid a skin contact because we do not want any allergic reactions, and also make sure that you are wearing gloves at all times. I prefer buffing the surface whenever I'm working with hard gel nails because gel is rather easy to file and shape, and when you're working with a buffer, not the file on the top, to me it's just easier to make it super smooth. However, if you feel like there is too much product on a certain area, then you can always switch to another abrasive or hand file such as 180 or 150 grit. Also, I make sure that the area near the cuticle is super smooth and thin. That way, once the nails will start to grow, This margin will be seamless, and most importantly, you will never experience any product lifting, just like what you saw at the beginning of this video, these nails after 4 weeks. Even though this part of the service is not necessary, you can apply the top coat right on top of the gel. I still prefer to buff them because this is how I will keep calm and know that her nails are definitely going to last. Then we can get rid of the dust, and it's totally safe to wash hands at this point and seal them with a glossy top coat because we want to see all these flakes and shells. This was truly an express service because it took me a little more than 1 hour to do this quick fill. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you would like to see more of my new videos, and they're coming every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.